I'm about to lose my brain stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your
Ahmadiyyah.
skin?
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, given to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets. We only facing the threat.
This is the sound of
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold?
You know who I am? You know who I am? I'll fuck you right now.
Hey, yo.
You think I'm a pussy? Right now. You think I'm a fucking nigga? You know me? Do you know who I am? You know who I am? You know who I am? I'll fuck you right now.
Hey, yo.
You think I'm a pussy? Right now. You think
When stealing in New York, Five Below go wrong.
I've had a long day. All this stuff is ours. Okay, I'll grab your keys for you. I'll grab your keys for you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Kiara, pull up. Pull up, Kiara. Pull up, Kiara. Am I not like that? Then come on, you can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm a manager. You're not doing this in my store. You're not. Respectfully, you're not doing this in my store. I respect everybody. How I disrespect any of y'all? No, right? Nigga, you literally she's wildin'. She's wildin'. You're wildin'. Let go of the stuff. I already called the cops. Let go of the stuff. I does this shit. Yeah. Oh, I already did. They don't make it hand time. That's the problem. All right, you got to step in what you got in it. How about that? Have a good day. No? I'm stepping on it. Not taking it. Take it out. You're going to have to relax. You got a lot of stuff that don't relax. This is all over there, so you got to relax. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You're a grown-ass woman. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm not going to lie. You punch my front on deck. So touch me again, and I'm going to give you the penalty. You understand that? I'm not doing it.
Oh my goodness, that was so ghetto. All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Juju said he is hollering, okay? Timber Dan said the ghetto of it all. Okay, so everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Don't forget to double check and make sure you're still subscribed, especially if you have not been receiving those notifications. Okay, and with that all being said, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr_A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you have not been receiving those notifications, make sure you double check. And Queen, you making breakfast early. Okay, and for those who don't like what the Queen is cooking, why are you here? All right, so let's get into it. Claudette, Nessie X, Dervis in the house, that crazy bitch Aries. All right, Tawana, I see you, Claudette. April, Pearly. All right, Vince, I am from the UK. Said the CERN collider is colliding allegedly. What is going on, Vince, I am? I'm going to have to look into it. Thank you. All right, Re-Educated Soul is here. DJ Big Six, Juju, of course, Reggie. All right, so let's get into it. All hell no in the house. All right, so everyone, please get those likes up. So let's talk about it. Now, you all know the nefarious lawsuit that I read to you all the other day, naming Jay-Z and Beyonce. And of course, it was deemed as frivolous and tossed out because a lot of the accusations sounded crazy, right? But so now here we are again. I found this other lawsuit that was filed in 2020. Queen Steph said, everybody is here for the Queen, okay? I found this other, hey, Kathy B, I found this other lawsuit And this man accused Jay-Z of violating the RICO Act. All right, but that too was thrown out. Now, Jay-Z keeps getting these lawsuits deemed frivolous because that's what they said about it, that it was also frivolous and it was tossed out. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. I'm going to share my screen. Now, this is actually the case text details of the case. And the case was filed twice because, like I said, the first time when he accused Jay-Z of violating the RICO Act, then that case was deemed frivolous and thrown out. So he apparently refiled it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. And I'm going to put an overlay up. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Uh-oh, wrong thing. Sorry, hold on. Let me try it again. All right, here we go. All right, so let's get into it. Let me put an overlay on here real quick. Are my glasses on crooked? These glasses are a little loose, so, okay. All right. Now let's talk about it. This was filed, like I said, in 2022, January the 25th to be exact. Okay, Thomas v. Carter. All right, so Cass D. Thomas is the plaintiff. He was suing Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, Robert Williams, Gabrielle Wilson, and AKA Young Thug. Okay, were listed as defendants. Okay, so plaintiff pro se, Cass D. Thomas, and pro se means that he was representing himself. Okay, now plaintiff pro se, Cass D. Thomas, brings this action alleging that defendants Sean Carter, Robert Williams, Gabrielle Wilson, and Young Thug infringed on his copyrighted music. Now, and then it was amended, like I said, because of the initial complaint. In his original complaint, plaintiff brought claims against only, that means no one else. He brought claims only against Sean Carter and Robert Williams, and alleged that they violated the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, also known as RICO. Now, in addition to infringing on his alleged copyrighted material. So on November the 9th of 2021, the court dismissed the complaint, okay, and deemed it as frivolous, sua sponte, basically saying it was frivolous, and gave the plaintiff 30 days to replead his claims for copyright infringement. Now, I want you all to pay attention because it appears that Jay-Z has been accused of the same things that Diddy has been accused of, even before Diddy was accused of these things. But Jay-Z, nonetheless, was able to get the allegations against him simply dismissed and said deemed as frivolous. All right, so I find that very interesting because it's like a repeat, thing going on with Diddy and Jay-Z. Okay, so please pay attention. So he was given 30 days to replead his case, which he did. So on December the 8th of 2021, plaintiff requested an extension of time to file his amended complaint. But on December the 9th of 2021, plaintiff filed his amended complaint mooting that request. Okay, and on December the 10th of 2021, plaintiff filed a series of documents that he wished to attach to his amended complaint, which included pictures and multiple forms indicating that he had applied to register copyrights in various songs and other works. Now, for the reasons stated below, which we'll get into, plaintiff's claims are dismissed with prejudice, meaning that he can't refile them. Okay, so this is the background on the case. So this action arises out of events allegedly involving defendants Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, Robert Williams, aka Meek Mill, Gabrielle, and so pay attention because Meek was initially, because he said only The ones charged with or accused of RICO, violating the RICO Act, were Jay-Z and Meek Mill, who is Robert Williams. Okay, now goes on to say, this action arises out of events allegedly involving defendant Sean Carter, aka JT, Robert Williams, aka Meek Mill, Gabrielle Wilson, aka Her or Her, and Jeffrey Lamar Williams, aka Young Thug. Now, all defendants are well-known rap and R&B performers. To the best of the court's understanding, plaintiff alleges the following facts in support of his copyrighted infringement claims. Now, at some point, plaintiffs began creating music. In 2020, plaintiff reached out to a few artists to collaborate with them on his music and asked for their opinions on music beats that he intended to present to Carter. These artists included Beyonce Knowles Carter, aka Beyonce, the actor and musician Will Smith, and Will Smith's a musician? Says the actor and musician Will Smith, okay, and Timothy Zachary Mosley, aka Timbaland. Now, both Knowles Carter and Smith are allegedly affiliated with Roc Nation, an entertainment agency owned by Carter. Okay, so at 23, and Knowles Carter is married to Carter. Okay, at 13, I guess this is just the paragraphs within the lawsuit, perhaps. Now, it is not clear from the amended complaint if plaintiffs sent one beat or multiple beats to Knowles Carter and Smith. No one replied to plaintiff's messages. Plaintiff also posted some of his music on YouTube. Okay, plaintiff later changed his mind about presenting his music to Carter and decided to use the beats himself. Now, in January 2021, plaintiff publicly disavowed any intention of working with certain artists. Except for Janet Jackson, plaintiff never gave anyone consent to use, obtain, distribute, alter, copy, change, or delete any of his works without his permission. After plaintiff decided not to give his music to Carter, major artists began infringing on his music. Plaintiff's amended complaint names multiple artists whose songs allegedly infringed on his songs and beats, including Wilson, Robert Williams, and Jeffrey Williams. All of these artists were somehow associated with Jay-Z, okay, Carter. I want you all to pay attention because those of you who follow the backup channel, you may remember that I did a video months ago exposing how Jay-Z and Beyonce have allegedly gotten people blacklisted, and all sorts of nefarious things. These are the allegations. Now, I can't substantiate it, but these things have absolutely been alleged. So, goes on to say they infringed upon beats and his music. Hold on, where was I at? Okay, they were all associated with Carter. Now, plaintiff lists over 20 songs and at least 3 entire albums that infringed on his songs that he created. Although plaintiff states that he sent some number of his allegedly infringed upon beats and music to Knowles Carter and Smith. He claims that some of his music could have been obtained only through cyber hacking. I want you all to pay attention because, people have alleged that Diddy has been having them cyber hacked with that woman that he has a child with that is a whole cybersecurity expert, allegedly. So goes on to say that this stuff only could have been obtained through cyber hacking. Now, plaintiff also, and let's not forget that Jay-Z's good friends with Diddy. Okay, so is this person that they're alleging who's doing these things for Diddy also, was she maybe doing them for Jay-Z? I don't know, but I find it all suspicious. Now, plaintiff also asserts that various artists showed their connection to defendants and their intention to insult him and infringe on his copyrights through hidden signals in their public presentations and performances. And he suggests that Carter decided to infringe on plaintiff's intellectual property as retribution for plaintiff's statements questioning the paternity of Knowles Carter's children, and that Robert Williams hacked plaintiff's personal devices and stole his music as an attempt to thwart plaintiff's efforts to stop sex trafficking. Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? He claims that he was trying to stop sex trafficking, and then he's saying Robert Williams hacked his information, and that's Meek Mill, in an effort to stop him from doing it. Now, I'm not saying this is true, but I find it very interesting. Now, let's talk about the analysis. Plaintiff's claims are frivolous. Okay, courts have the authority to dismiss a complaint even when the plaintiff has paid the filing fee if they determine that the action is frivolous. Okay, and then they reference a case that that set precedents, Fitzgerald versus First East 7th Tenants Court. All right, so an actual finding of factual frivolousness is appropriate when the facts alleged rise to the level of irrational or wholly incredible, whether or not they are judicially noticeable facts available. Whether there are judicially noticeable facts available to contradict them. Now, I want you all to pay attention. Do you all hear this? So they're saying that they can say that the case is frivolous even if you have some type of information that proves that it isn't, that contradicts the fact of it being frivolous. Let's read that again. A finding of factual frivolousness is appropriate when the facts alleged rise to the level of the irrational or wholly incredible, whether or not there are judicially noticeable facts available to contradict them. You all see how corrupt that all sounds? Now, here the court finds that the plaintiff's amended complaint should be dismissed because its allegations are wholly incredible. What's incredible about it? What's irrational? How does it sound crazy? Plaintiff's assertion that Carter took whatever beats plaintiff sent to Knowles, Carter, and Smith and other artists and created an entire catalog of music for over 15 well-known musical artists in order to harm plaintiff is fanciful, as is his suggestion that Carter and other defendants scoured the internet for public postings of plaintiff's music or hacked his personal electronic devices to obtain more of his intellectual property and thwart his alleged efforts to prevent sex trafficking. So the wholly incredible nature of these allegations is supported by plaintiff's assertion that defendants and other artists in the entertainment industry have been signaling their concerted effort to abuse him through various symbols in their public performances and changes to their appearances. Now, accordingly, plaintiff's claims are dismissed as frivolous. Plaintiff fails to state a claim. Moreover, even if the court did not find that plaintiff's claims were frivolous, the court would still dismiss his claims for failure to state a claim. Okay, so now they're giving even more excuses as to why they would still dismiss it, saying even if they didn't think that it was frivolous, the fact that he's not stating his claim. I thought his claim was that they took his copyrighted material, his intellectual property, but I digress. So they say courts have the power to dismiss a complaint sua sponte, which basically means frivolous, for failure to state a claim, so long as the plaintiff is given notice and an opportunity to be heard. In determining whether to dismiss a complaint for failure to state a claim, courts must accept all well-pleaded factual allegations in the complaint as true and draw all reasonable inferences in plaintiff's favor. Now, to state a copyright infringement claim under 17 U.S.C. Statute 501, a plaintiff must allege facts suggesting that, number one, ownership of a valid copyright, and number two, copying of constituent elements of the work that are original. Now, as to the first element, Statute 411A, of the Copyright Act provides that no civil action for infringement of the copyright in any United States work shall be instituted until registration of the copyright claim has been made in accordance with this title. Thus, unless certain exceptions apply, copyright registration is a condition that a plaintiff must satisfy before filing an infringement claim and invoking the Copyright Act's remedial provisions. So apparently, he had not copyrighted his materials. Okay, this sounds very reminiscent of the man, if you all remember, who remembers once in the chat? How many of you remember, Gerald said, rest in peace to Kendrick Lamar, rest in peace to Drake, Kendrick Lamar ended his career. Yes, we're going to talk about that on the backup channel. Okay, it's over for Drake. After that Juneteenth performance by Kendrick, it's a wrap. But how many of you remember when this man alleged that Kim Kardashian stole his idea? And matter of fact, two men alleged on two different occasions alleged that Kim Kardashian stole their ideas. Does anyone remember that? Once in the chat. Once in the chat. Does anyone remember that? Has anybody even heard about that? You all must not have heard about it. I only see a few ones. Okay, people putting in twos. So you all may not have heard about it. So maybe I need to do a report on that. Okay, because they're calling Kim Kardashian a whole thief. Okay, so it's a bunch of twos. So I'm going to report on that tomorrow. Okay, but so here's the thing. These men gave her, you know, they wanted to go in business with her or whatever. And so I remember specifically one of them did not trademark his idea. And so somebody from Kim's camp allegedly called him after Kim's agreed to go in partnership with him. And they asked the guy, did you trademark your property? And he said, no. Minutes later, he alleges that Kim Kardashian and her people trademarked it and stole his idea worth millions of dollars. And now the man's homeless. Okay, so we'll get into that tomorrow since you all have no clue about it. All right. So anyway, with that all being said, that's what this sounds like. That this man didn't copyright his works, and then they may have taken it. I'm going to say may have, because I don't know that he did or that they did. Because remember, it was real frivolous. So he's alleging that they stole his stuff and he didn't copyright it. Let me just tell you all something. It is very important to copyright your lyrics, any of your literary works. It is very important to trademark anything that pertains to your business, any of your property, anything like that. It is very important that you trademark these things. I even trademarked my name, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. You have to trademark things, especially when you're doing business, because people will absolutely, steal your property. Now, as to the second element, a plaintiff must show that, one, the defendant has actually copied the plaintiff's work. Two, the copying is illegal because a substantial similarity exists between the plaintiff or the defendant's work and the protectable elements of plaintiffs. Copying may be established circumstantially by demonstrating that the person who composed the defendant's work had access to the copyrighted material and that there are similarities between the two works that are probative of copying. To establish substantial similarity, the plaintiff must demonstrate that the similarity concerns protected elements of the work at issue. Now, here they say the plaintiff claims fail because plaintiff's allegations, accepted as true, do not state a claim for copyright infringement. Plaintiff has attached a notice of copyright registration to his amended complaint, but the notice pertains to songs that are not mentioned in his allegations of infringement. Okay, although plaintiff provided a supplemental filing with notices of applications for copyright registration for some of the songs that are included in his amended complaint, attachment, okay, and so they have the attachments. They say, thus, plaintiff's claims are properly dismissed for a failure to show ownership of a valid copyright. So, in other words, this is just tough luck. Even if that really was his music and beats or whatever, if he didn't have that stuff copyrighted, well, it's just over. Okay, moreover, even if the court accepts the notice is provided as sufficient to show a valid copyright registration, plaintiff's claims fail because he has not shown that defendants copied elements of his work that are original. Although plaintiff asserts numerous times that defendants infringed on his intellectual property, such statements are conclusions of the law that the court does not accept as true. The complaint does not demonstrate how his registered songs are similar to the songs allegedly associated with defendants, nor that defendants copied elements of his work that are original. So, in general, a court should grant a pro se plaintiff an opportunity to amend a complaint to cure its defects unless amendment would be futile. Because plaintiff's claims are wholly incredible and fanciful, the court finds that further amendment would be futile. Okay, moreover, because the court granted plaintiff leave to replete his copyright claims after the dismissal of his original complaint, plaintiff was provided with notice of the deficiencies of his amended complaint and received an opportunity to correct the deficiencies, and he failed to do so. Conclusion, for the foregoing reasons, plaintiff's claims are dismissed with prejudice. So that's just too bad for him at the end of the day. That is sad. And now here's the thing, what they're basically saying, because there was a lot of legalese in that. There was a lot of legalese in that. What they were basically saying is that they gave him one chance to refile it, which he did, and that it had a lot of deficiencies, things that they deemed as fanciful, frivolous, and just wholly incredible. And so because he filed it pro se, meaning on his own without the help of an attorney, you know, he didn't hire or obtain counsel. So they said usually in such cases like that, when something's done with all these deficiencies or sounds crazy, basically, they give them a chance to go and get an attorney and then come back and have it refiled. But in this case, they said it's futile because even after the first time they told him of the fanciful information, the deficiencies, he still has them in there. So they're saying it's no use. So this is all nefarious at the end of the day. That crazy piece Eric said, can y'all imagine someone stealing the melanin from the melanin within from Queen if she hadn't copyrighted it? Honey, of course they would. Okay, of course they would. Absolutely. That's why copyright trademark things, beloved, you have to pay attention because there's a whole lot of thieves around here. Right, there's a whole lot of thieves. Now, and I'm very litigious. I don't mind taking people to court, that's all I'm saying. Okay, y'all should know that by now. All right, so with that all being said, I find it very egregious, these things that are alleged. Don't you find it just a bit interesting that this man says that he was trying to stop sex trafficking, and then they did things to him to thwart that? Now, I'm not saying that what he says is true, but there were allegations of sex trafficking in that other lawsuit that was deemed as frivolous that included Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye West, R. Kelly, and numerous others. Okay, so I find it all very interesting. Jermaine Dupri stole Ghost Town DJ song and got sued. They had the song copyrighted. Yeah, you have to protect yourself, okay? You have to protect yourself. Absolutely. And let me just tell you all something. You know, back in the day, if people couldn't afford to pay for their things to be copyrighted, they would simply put it in a manila envelope and self-address it to themselves and then send it to themselves, right? And just never unseal it. Well, that no longer works, okay? So they call that the poor man's copyright. That does not stand up in the court of law, okay? Please pay attention. Because someone just recently told me that's what they did when they had a very, in my opinion, a very lucrative idea, very lucrative works that they created. And I asked them, did you copyright this? And they said, yeah, I sent it to myself. I said, honey, that doesn't hold up in court. You need to go to the Library of Congress website and get on it right now because somebody will absolutely steal it, okay? And I'm talking about this is worth much money as far as I'm concerned. So, with that all being said, I find it absolutely egregious. Now, with that being said, let's talk about Rick Ross. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Before we get into Rick Ross and his nefarious baby mama, Tia Kemp, who is so hilarious, let's talk about Jay-Z with this other case. Because Jay-Z actually had a lawsuit with a liquor brand. Did you all know that? Let me find that real quick. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance.
How many of you knew that Jay-Z had a lawsuit with a liquor company, with a liquor brand? And I find that interesting because so did 50 Cent and so did Diddy. So you know what that tells me? You know what that tells me? That tells me that these liquor companies, some of them at least, apparently, allegedly, like to use black faces, wealthy black people, specifically rappers, to promote their brands as the face of their brands, and then don't want to pay them. That's what that sounds like. So the question now becomes, why do these rappers continue to get in bed with these liquor companies? Okay? Nessa G said, no, seems like Jay is keeping this under wrap from media. Okay? I find it interesting, so let's talk about it. Now, actually, this was from 2022, and it's just amazing that no one seems to have heard about it, because I didn't until I started digging. Jay-Z sues Bacardi over D'Ussé. I hope I'm saying this right, honey. Let me look this up real quick to see how you pronounce it, because I never heard it. See, I don't drink liquor. That's for number one. Some of y'all in here, y'all be in here drinking liquor and getting lit and all that stuff, but not the Queen, honey, okay? I don't indulge. So I don't know how to pronounce this, but let me look it up. It's some type of cognac, I know. D'Ussé. Okay, D'Ussé. I think I have heard of that. I have definitely heard of that. Okay, anyway, Jay-Z sues Bacardi over D'Ussé partnership, demands to see all books and records. Now, this is the update on the case. Jay-Z has filed a lawsuit against spirit company Bacardi over the brand's lack of financial clarity involving their partnership with D'Ussé. So Bacardi's subsidiary company, Empire Investments, has responded to Jay-Z's lawsuit and has claimed they agreed upon a deal last year and has tried to back out. So per TMZ, the company said that the two parties had a handshake deal that they came to in December of 2021, with Empire agreeing to buy Hove's stake in the D'Ussé cognac line. However, they said that Jay-Z abruptly reneged on its agreement and doubled its demanded valuation, while the newly filed legal documents failed to note what price they actually agreed upon. Now, Jay-Z has stated that he believes they weren't showing him the true value of the brand. This is similar to what Diddy was saying, but Diddy was basically saying that because he's a black man, they weren't promoting him and all of that stuff, and weren't giving him his just due. Now, the majority of the legal document pertaining to the agreement is redacted, likely on account of neither party wanting any potential valuations made public. So they don't want you to know how much it was worth or how much money was coming in. Now, on Friday, a hearing on a motion to seal was held, you see. And that's why I couldn't find the legal document, because they wanted it sealed. I just want you all to pay attention. Somebody's hiding something. Now, despite denying the request, the entire file, so it isn't sealed. Despite denying the request to seal the entire file, Justice Andrea Maisley was open to redacting certain portions that contain competitive information. Okay, so they did seal it. Well, I still couldn't find it, honey. I was looking. So anyway, during the hearing, it was mentioned that the case was previously in arbitration with panelists George Gluck, Daniel Schimmel, and Mark J. Goldstein. Now, you can tell by the last name what people these are that he was in bed with for this lawsuit. And so then they go on to say that TMZ then reported that Jay-Z was looking to get out of the D'Ussé business entirely and figuring out a fair price was that would be the sticking point. Now, the outlet says that Hove was selling it to his partners at Bacardi, but he suspects the company's playing a high-stakes shell game. Okay, since SC Liquor exercised its right to a buyout roughly a year ago. Now, in court documents, Jay-Z contends that the Bacardi subsidiary, Empire Investments, Inc., is trying to stall and stonewall all efforts to get financial information on the valuation of D'Ussé. Jay-Z has filed a lawsuit against spirit company Bacardi
over the brand's lack of financial clarity involving their partnership with Duce. Now, the lawsuit was filed by Hope's company, SC Liquor, which is demanding Bacardi open their books so that the Rockefeller mogul can see exactly how much he's making with Duce, the cognac brand in which Bacardi and Jay-Z are 50-50 partners. You know, I'm sorry, they just need to stop fooling with these people. Because this is what it always results in, apparently. Now, Jay-Z has co-owned Duce since 2011 and famously drank it straight out of one of the Grammy Awards that he won for Watch the Throne in 2013. Now, the suit demands that Jay-Z be given access to the production warehouses, to the Duce barrels, the bottles, and all other info regarding Bacardi's inventory keeping process. SC Liquor writes that it needs to monitor the conduct of Bacardi's business to protect SC's rights as a partner. So it's very interesting that you'd be a partner with someone 50-50 partner, but they're not allowing you to know the financial status. They're not allowing you to know the proceeds that are coming in, how much revenue they're getting, and how much you're in fact generating for them. Yeah, this is all crazy. And then a handshake deal. Who does handshake deals these days, especially with people that are known not to be trusted? I have questions. Now, speaking of which, they say Kanye West talked about a potential sequel to the blockbuster project during a controversial interview that he gave on Drink Champs. And he shouted out Duce in the process, saying, "This Duce is brought to you by my brother Hov, courtesy of The Throne Part 2 coming soon." Now, in September 2018, Kanye West confirmed the album was in the works when he tweeted Throne 2 coming soon. Jay-Z has yet to comment on the potential project and most recently contributed an epic verse on DJ Khaled's song God Did. As for the lawsuit, TMZ has reached out to Jay-Z for comment, but the rapper turned mogul has yet to issue a statement on the matter. I'm sure he has not wanted to issue a statement. So I'm sorry, why do people who look like me just keep getting played? Why do people who look like me just keep getting played? Do you really think that these people want these rappers, 50 Cent, Diddy, Jay-Z, etc.? Do you really think that they want them making all this money off of liquor? Even though they have them marketing it to people who look like them. Okay? Do you see any of these other rappers like Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly? Do you see any of these other rappers who don't look like them promoting liquor? Yeah, because I don't. Anyone? Maybe I missed it. Anyone see any other rappers who don't look like Jay-Z and Diddy and 50 Cent promoting liquor brands? James says he has SC Liquor Company. They so-called say Duce. Hold on. Duce grossed close to $1 billion in revenue. Lisa Lovett says Queen history only repeats itself. They should have listened. Exactly, beloved. Exactly. Okay? Pearl said, of course not, Queen. Greta says, ScrewTube deleted my real awesome comments. They don't want to know. Well, be careful what you put in the comments, beloveds, because they will be deleting channels. They'll delete they'll delete people's channels for comments or shadow ban you because of your comments. So pay attention. Okay? Overthought said whoever has Casamigos is white, right? I don't know, honey. I don't keep up with liquor. I have no idea. Okay, Mr. Elevation says they use our people to do the dirty work for the companies. Yes, and to see the problem with that is we can't blame them because our people allow themselves to be used. Our people allow themselves to be used because they want revenue. And so I have to blame them. Gerald says, or Gerald, I hope I'm saying your name right, says that's why they coming for them. They don't want any black billionaires, especially black rappers. All right, that crazy speech era says facts, Queen. Vince I Am says the rappers are just blackface of liquor brands. It looks. The brand's name sounds like Doomsday. You know what? It does, right? Doomsday. It actually does. Okay, Miss Evie said, yes, I got my channel deleted for comments. Plus, I used to put up short tech videos. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell you, beloved. You got to be careful. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, now let's talk about Rick Ross and his nefarious baby mom, Tia Kemp. I don't know why Rick Ross keeps on trying to comfort this lady because she clearly is not playing with him. Okay, I'm going to go to the video. Like stuff, everyone please like and share. This is also nefarious.
God is great. It's June 15th. This is what I want to know. What would you rather celebrate? Father's Day or the date of your last child support payment? Or what if your last child support payment was on Father's Day weekend? That's what you call divine divinity.
That's a good one. See, that's when the bitch was his regular self then. Listen here, bitch. Every day I'm fucking hustling. I heard you was over there talking about you. The best Father's Day gift you could have got was you sending your last child support payment or something, bitch. You stupid.
I'm sorry. She was going in on him. She was going in on him, and she had a whole lot of cursing. So with that all being said, I actually stopped it because there was music playing. Hold on. Let me go back to it. It's going to start over, but hold on. I don't think, I couldn't tell what song it was. I thought it might have been Every Damn Hustler, but hold on.
God is great. It's June 15th. This is what I want to know. What would you rather celebrate? Father's Day or the date of your last child support payment? Or what if your last child support payment was on Father's Day weekend? That's what you call divine divinity.
That's a good one. See, that's when the bitch was his regular self then. Listen here, bitch. Every day I'm fucking hustling. I heard you was over there talking about you. The best Father's Day gift you could have got was you sending your last child support payment or something, bitch. You stupid, silly mother about your child support payments, bitch. And if I want some more, I take my ass over to family court and get some while he going to college. Bitch, you ain't worthy for me sitting in the system and going back and forth to court to drag your big, that funky zip taking ass down for a little something, bitch. I'm making that shit per show. You didn't know? Are we up now, bitch? What are you gonna do now? Stupid mother pay for college out of pocket now, you dumb fat bitch. Sir! Cut that bitch now, I'm talking. Get that bitch out my house. Listen here, you fat bitch. Something, you fat funky mother. Worry about them 8 or 9 you over there you got that you gonna be paying child support for till you're about 70, you stupid old. You should have clipped your back then when you was talking about it and you was telling me about it, but I guess you got scared, didn't you? You dumb I'm glad mine's the last in the nest and he gonna go do what he gotta do and be a young man. So bitch, I could go be a whole hoe, cause you kept me back a long time. I ain't know I could get these much and bitches in life, mother. Bitch, you did me a favor. I tried to let you have your dusty daddy day yesterday. I didn't even come on there. I did it on purpose. I made big beef back ribs for my motherfucking sons. That's good fathers, bitch. And lima beans, so the shit that you love to motherfucking eat, bitch, and you wasn't worthy of getting one motherfucking bean out the motherfucking pot. I heard you had some shit on your story about me, bitch. You run it over here. Unblock me. Please, you fat funky f***er. You done blowed your ass back up because everybody know I told the world I found them needles in your motherfucking refrigerator. So obviously it wasn't diabetes medicine, it was Ozempic. Now it look like your fat ass done gained all that weight back because you was slide across that stage looking like the shit poop emoji. That's a good one. See, that's when the bitch was his regular self then. Listen here, bitch. Every day I'm fucking hustling. I heard you was over there talking about you. The best Father's Day gift you could have got was you sending your last child support payment.
I am so through. I am so through. Toxic therapist said, I see why he's no longer with her. But he started that one, honey. He started that one. He should have just kept his mouth shut. He asked for it. Okay. Pearl said, Rick Ross is pathetic. These so-called men helped create these children. I feel for the kids. Exactly. First of all, at the end of the day, he's gloating, like so thrilled that he doesn't have to take care of his child. How stupid are you? And at the end of the day, really, she could make him pay for the child's tuition, okay, when he goes to college, because Child support ends when the child turns 18, only if they're going to college. Then they can get more money out of you. Okay? So please sit down somewhere, Rick Ross. Okay, Mel Wilson, I'm not mad at her at all. I'm not either. He asked for that. Okay, he asked for that. All right, Nancy X said exactly, Queen. Okay, Pearl said exactly, Queen. All right. This time said big back beef poop emoji. Greta said totally roasted him. All right, T-Cope said, please don't make a black woman get alternative on your ace. Exactly. All right, so anyway, with that all being said, I think she sold him. I think she gave him the business, okay? I think she absolutely gave him the business. Because why are you so thrilled that you don't have to do anything for your child, okay? Even when your children are adults, don't you still help them some of the time, at least? James said Tia is stand on his neck. Absolutely. So with that all being said, I'm about to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right. And for those of you moderators, could you please drop the link to the next broadcast on the backup channel in the chat, please? So that Crazy Fish Air said that's how they act Queen when they are deadbeats. Yeah, exactly. Okay, exactly. All right, so with that all been said, I will see those of you on the backup channel who follow. We got to talk about Kendrick. Drake is somewhere at home crying his eyes out and painting his toenails, I'm sure. Okay, please pay attention. With that all been said, I love you all to life. Each one, teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got